The consumer is now reaching a tipping point. We're seeing it in the live data with earnings reports from Walmart and Costco that people are spending less money on discretionary items. Less on clothes, less on shoes, less on jewelry, vacations. People are getting leaner with their budgeting. So why is this? What exactly happened? I'm going to break down this economist's view on this new segment and also explain what the path forward is to get wealthy in this new economy, because you can always get incredibly wealthy. You can always build a business by investing in real estate or whatever you want to do, but things are going to change, man. We're not going to be doing it the old way, the way it has been. We're entering literally a new age, a new era of how this economy is going to work. And if you're feeling like you've been kind of left behind, it's getting harder to save money and buy a house and get ahead, get those hard assets that our boomer parents got so easily. Now they're super wealthy. It's changed. The whole game has changed, but it's also changed in other ways to make it so much easier. Trust me, it's easier now than ever before to get wealthy. Coming from a guy who's bought over 150 properties, all in Canada. Now we're investing in the US, building our business down there. It is so much easier than it ever was to build wealth. And we're going to discuss all of that. But let's break down this new segment right here.
Day weekend, American consumers are finally getting some relief at the checkout line. Many of the biggest names in retail have been cutting prices and offering deals on many items. After nearly 2 years of grumbling about the soaring cost of groceries and other household staples, companies like Target, Walmart, Aldi, and McDonald's, they appear to be listening to consumers and have begun rolling back costs.
Yeah, listening to consumers. What's happening is people are spending less money and they're going out to McDonald's less and all these places. And what we're seeing, the earnings report, which this guy's going to discuss, is people are spending less money at higher price clothing stores or grocery stores, and now they're reverting to Walmart. We're seeing upper middle class and middle class citizens now shopping more at Walmart, Target, and Costco. Why? Prices are cheaper. The quality's not as good. You're buying, non-organic food at Walmart, which is amazing that Walmart sells so much produce and groceries. But we're seeing upper middle class and middle class shopping more when typically it was only lower and lower middle class that were shopping at these stores. And you're seeing this data, by the way, and I always talk about this in the earnings reports. Why? Earnings reports for companies like Costco, Target, etc. They're current. They're from the last quarter, a couple months ago, the past month. They're posting all these earnings reports so you can see what's changing, because the CPI data, all the inflation data from the government is lagged. We talk about this all the time, how the real estate industry is skewing all the numbers, making it seem like inflation is worse than it is. And I get it. It is worse than it is. We know that. We know the price of food and eggs and milk and meat is up. It's not coming down. They say it's 3%. Okay, I know. I get it with you. It's 10%. I get it. But we got to play the game based on what the government says, and we got to make moves based on what they say. And the reality is, the real estate industry makes up 60% of CPI, of inflation. When that starts rolling over, and it will, we're already seeing in the live data, rents are coming down, but it still shows that rents are up. It's going to take time, but when it does, inflation is going to roll over like a rock. But anyway, in the live data, which we know is a leading indicator, all of these earnings reports from all these stores are showing more income because people are shopping at Walmart more because they can't afford all the other stores. So Walmart's doing well, but these other grocery stores, Abercrombie Fitch, whatever, Dior, I don't know, dude, all these higher priced clothes stores that clearly I don't shop at, even though I could. I just don't like spending money on clothes. It's not cool, man. People are shopping more at Walmart and Costco, dude, even middle class.
And in their food aisles. Well, joining me now is Investopedia Editor-in-Chief Caleb Silver. Good to see you again, Caleb. Thanks for being here. So let's take a look at what's happened in recent weeks. You have Target, you have Aldi. They have cut prices on thousands of items. Walmart unveiled that new lineup of chef-inspired food.
Cut prices because supply chains have fixed and normalized, and shipping costs are less so they can pass the savings on to the customers. Walmart is smart. They're trying to look like the good guy by lowering prices, rolling back prices. Isn't that their slogan? Yeah, whatever, dude.
It's mostly in the $5 and under range. That is great news for consumers. I mean, we're looking at that after grocery prices spiked, 27% of the last couple of years. Why now, though? Why slash the prices now?
Yeah, they may have felt that consumers are reaching a tipping point here. They say the cure for higher prices is high prices because eventually we tap out, and consumers have becoming much more sensitive to prices, especially for discretionary things. Now, fast food at McDonald's or Wendy's, not necessarily discretionary, but it is a choice that you make. So they're rolling back some of those prices. This isn't too far.
Rolling back
Wendy's
prices.
was talking about surge pricing just a few months ago. Now you see prices rolling back, not just in the food category, but also across Target, across Walmart, for the things that we need to buy. Groceries are coming down in price. People's transactions are smaller, lower than they used to be. We're pinching our pennies a little bit because we're finally feeling the impacts of all that inflation.
Got it. Unemployment at historic lows. Let's look at the numbers here. Wages have been going up. Consumer spending, that has been strong. Last month, the inflation.
People are spending less. People are more scared. Unemployment is low. Why? Job rates are going up, apparently, even though they're more part-time jobs and public sector jobs, government jobs. What's happening? People are getting second jobs. I talk about this all the time. That's why the job numbers lately have looked pretty good, except for the last one in America finally came down. In Canada and Australia, all these other countries, the job market is amazing because those countries are hurting even more in a much deeper recession than the U.S., but people are getting second jobs, part-time jobs, jobs that mean nothing, just to keep afloat. Oh, the economy's booming. We have all these jobs. Look at all this spending and all these jobs being created. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And they know it, dude. They're not dumb. People who work at the Fed, they're not dumb. They know how to read this stuff. They know that people are getting second jobs. They know that life is hard. If you talk to anybody on Main Street, everybody's struggling right now. But the economic numbers look pretty good. It's bullshit.
That went down to 3.4%. And let's remember the peak high, 9.1%, right, in 2022. And yet, here's the interesting point. Nearly 3 in 5 Americans believe the U.S. is in a recession. And they're blaming President Biden for it. Explain why there is this disconnect.
Yeah, the real feel of the economy doesn't feel really good to so many people earning the median income or just slightly higher than that. Why? Because of inflation. Everything has gotten more expensive. Also, interest inflation. If you look at credit card APRs, anything with a variable rate, it's become much more expensive. But insurance, all the necessities have become more expensive. So you may have gotten a raise, you may have a job. There's plenty of jobs out there. The headline numbers look good, but on the real feel on Main Street, most people aren't feeling it. And who do they blame? The person sitting in the White House, and that happens all the time.
Yeah, this is just the reality of politics and how it works. Is Joe Biden an idiot? Of course he is. We know that. But is this whole thing really all his doing? It's just how the economic pendulum swings, and of course, whoever's in charge at the time, they're gonna get all the blame for it, and the next coming president usually wins. Why do you think presidents flip-flop so much? Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. The flip happens all the time, okay? George Bush Sr., Bill Clinton, George Bush Jr., Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, probably Donald Trump again. The flip is just normal. People blame everybody who's in, which is good if you're a Trump supporter, which is good. If you're a capitalist supporter and you're an investor and a business owner, most likely you're going to want to support a Donald Trump. You might not like the guy. He might say some shit you don't like. I get it, dude. I get it. But as a president who's going to have a lot of impact on the economy and changes in tax reform and policies, he's the better guy. He's the better guy for us right now. If you're a business owner or real estate investor, he's the guy you want. And it's just how it goes. Whoever's in the White House gets all the blame. So what do you guys think? Are you guys seeing the struggle? Are you understanding, what's going on? Let me know in the comments below. Is Joe Biden to blame? Is Trump going to make things better? Let me know. I respond to every single comment. I'll see you in the next video.